Welcome to Season 2, Episode 3 of the Greer Podcast. For each episode, we will discuss a new topic about life at Greer School. This week's topic is International Traditions and Breaks. I'm Maya, this is my third year at Greer, and I'm from the U.S.
I'm Aranza, and I'm from Mexico. This is my second year at Greer.
I'm Maryam, and I'm from Pakistan, and it's my first year in Greer.
So we just got back from winter break. How did it go for everybody?
I went to Mexico back home, and I went to Cabo for like 4 days. That's where I live. And then we went to Mexico City because all my family's there. So I spent Christmas with my mom's side of the family. And normally in Mexico, Christmas is like a formal dinner and like you get presents like Santa, but it's more about like the birth of Jesus more than Santa. But my family's not that religious, so we don't make it as like fancy and like more like of the religious part of Christmas. So we do a lot of games, and there's like this thing in Mexico called a posada. That's like a Christmas like kind of party, and you have like tamales and you have ponche. Yeah, is that a word?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have ponche, and then like using like carols but in Spanish. And I don't know, we didn't do that this year because we were at Greer, but Christmas was fun. We have themes, like my family, not in Mexico, but we did like a Mexican theme because we wanted Mexican food coming back from break. And we had tamales, we had tacos, we had tortilla soup. Everything was so good, guys. And then we did like gift exchange games, like with dices and like, I don't know, like you won prizes or a gift, or it could be like a good or bad gift. Or then, did you know the TikTok one that you like put like a tape in the ground, like in a square, and you have to like march on your place?
For 1 minute.
Okay, we all lost, but my 9-year-old cousin won because like his feet are like so little, he didn't even like get out. But yeah, like it was fun. And then for New Year's we went to San Francisco with my dad. I ate a lot. It was so good, guys. You should go to San Francisco. But yeah, that was my break.
How about you, Miriam?
I went to Michigan because most of my family's there, and we don't make Christmas because I'm Muslim. So we basically just ate, and we went out for dinner. We had like huge family gatherings, and that's kind of it.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like I definitely have a very traditional American Christmas experience. I mean, we got off like a week before Christmas. So I just, hung out at home. Didn't really do a whole lot. Went to some family Christmas parties, stuff like that. And then we spend Christmas Eve at my mom's parents' house. And we go to church for Christmas Eve service. And then we go open presents like at my grandparents'. And then we go home and go to bed. We have this book that we read every Christmas, and we've read it like ever since I was born, and my mom used to read it when she was a kid, so that's kind of a tradition we have. And we wake up, we open gifts. My grandparents come over for my mom's parents come over for Christmas like brunch, and we make French toast and all that. And then that night we go to my dad's parents' house and we open Christmas presents with them and all that. I mean, we're not like overly religious. We do go to church Christmas Eve, but like we don't do a whole thing. Yeah.
So like Zoe was telling me how her she also doesn't make the Santa thing, but she makes the birth of Jesus. So do you make like the birth of Jesus? And do you celebrate it on 24th or 25th?
Both. Kind of both.
Yeah, it's like a nonstop thing, honestly, like where we like Christmas Eve we go to church and stuff, and it's like we're not there till midnight or whatever, like we don't do a whole thing. It's you're there and it's like a candlelight service because like technically Jesus was born that night. I don't know what time, but like he was born that night, so like we go to church and we like celebrate there. And then but like actual like Santa Christmas is more Christmas Day.
So that's the 25th.
That'd be the 25th, yeah.
Yeah,
so you
like
get the gifts on the 25th?
yeah.
I do.
Yeah, me too. Like Santa comes on 25th.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have to do with religion. Like At
Is
least
it?
in Mexico, if you're very, very religious, you don't like Santa doesn't come to your house.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I don't know if that's a thing in the U.S., but like I went to a like religious, very religious school with
Mhm.
like monks and nuns,
Oh. Ooh.
and they would be like, "No, Santa, like it's
Yeah,
not religious.
Santa's
Like
like a
don't."
made up thing.
Yeah, it's like
No offense. Oh, mame.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like more like because you buy a lot of gifts.
Yeah.
So like I see it more as like as kind of consumerism thing because like it doesn't have to do with religion. Like it does nothing.
Yeah.
But in Mexico, there's this thing called like el nacimiento. So like you go to church the 24th, and then on midnight, like from the 24th to the 25th, there's I don't know. I don't think it's a thing. I don't know, but it's like when you put like Jesus, like Mary, Joseph, or the dad, and like the donkey and the three wise men, like
Yeah.
in figures. I don't know how do you call that.
It's a like a nativity.
Yeah, whatever that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
In Mexico, it's called el nacimiento, and you like at 12, like it's like Jesus is not there the 24th,
Mm.
but on 12, like at 12 p.m. when he's like born, like
Yeah.
between 24 and 25th, you put him like in his little like crate or whatever, and like that's the most religious thing we do because we're not very religious. But
Yeah.
my grandma was too tired to put it out this year, so we didn't. But yeah, you normally go to church, but we didn't.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's what like I mean for my family at least like we go to church on Sundays, like we do the things, but we're not like overly religious.
Mhm.
So like a lot of our Christmas is the Santa like
Yeah, for me, it's like being
It's-
with the family more
yeah.
than anything.
Yeah.
Family and the gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
family and the gifts. I mean, we go to church, we do the things, but we don't like. Obviously, it's the reason like for Christmas and all
Mhm.
that, but like we don't go overboard with like celebrating it that way. So
Oh, and this Christmas also, my mom's boyfriend is Jewish. So he came for the first time to Christmas, and of course, he doesn't celebrate it. He knows about it because it's like kind of the same, like some part of their religion is like equal, but he was celebrating Hanukkah
Mhm.
like around those days. So we got also like a little, like, kind of class about Hanukkah.
yeah,
And he got a like he was like, okay, so what's Christmas? And we are like, okay, so like this happens, and then God's child is like we tried to explain, and he loved it. Like he loved it. He was like, oh, it's just like, because he knew we weren't very religious. So it was more of like a big family gathering.
yeah,
Because also we don't live with my grandparents or where my aunts and uncles are. So like it's the only time of the year we really get together. So like he really liked it, and then he gave us a Hanukkah present, and it's like a T-shirt that says like something about theater because he knows we love theater. So like we got to like kind of celebrate both, and it was very fun. They do like these like game with like a
dreidel.
yes, it was very fun. Yeah, I liked it.
That's cool that you got to like learn about a new
Yeah, you know.
celebration.
Yes.
So like I guess we kind of talked about this, but are there any like specific traditions that you and your family do?
Um.
Well,
I guess you're
Yeah.
like you're not even like a. What do you do over break? Like
yeah, what's okay? So, cause I know there's like this joke in the Jewish community that like the 24th, where normally most of the world is like shut down that night
Yeah.
because they're like celebrating. They eat like Chinese food because that like
Yeah.
the Chinese don't like
they don't celebrate
yeah.
it.
Wait.
Yeah.
They
So-
don't. I did not know that.
might like I just know they eat a lot of like Chinese food or like other places because like lots of restaurants are not open on that
Mhm.
night.
Yeah.
So I don't know if like the 24th and the 25th, you like kind of feel a different, or is it like a normal Wednesday?
It's like a normal Wednesday to me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but like as I said, I'm Muslim, so we have different things. Like we kind of follow how the moon
Yeah.
works. Like if the moon's face is like this word, or
The
I don't know
moon
how to
calendar.
translate it.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
moon
yeah.
calendar. So like we have Ramzan. It's
Yeah.
like when you like fast for 30 days, and then we have a huge like 3-day celebration. It's called Eid, and that's when you give each other gifts, and that's when you like put the henna and like
Mhm.
dress up in the traditional clothes.
We do that here, right? We kind of celebrate it here.
Yeah, I think they do something at Greer for
Yeah.
that.
but I think that's like
The
What's it called? The
closest.
color, the
Oh,
one where they throw colors.
I have
we
no
don't have
clue.
that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I was in the Bubbles and Beyond.
Beyond the bubble.
My bad. That
Close.
and
You were
Miss
close.
Quisenberry was like, we should celebrate it, and I'm like, but there's like no Hindus over here, so what's the
Yeah.
point of celebrating it? And then we had a whole discussion about it. Okay, I'm like yapping.
No, keep
No,
going. You're
yes, yes,
good.
yeah.
It's interesting.
Okay, so we were talking about how we should do it as a fun like joke because like throwing colors is fun if we don't think about it in a traditional religion side. And then we were talking about it, and then we were like, no, it already passed like 2 months ago, and now it's like snowy and it's rainy, so the
Oh,
color
yeah.
would be like everywhere, and it gets like disgusting.
Yeah.
Diwali.
Okay,
That's
okay,
what
okay.
it's called.
Okay, okay,
That's what
okay.
it's
But
called.
it's fun. Like even like one of my best friends last year, her name was Kate, and she was from well, she is from Thailand. She went back, and she didn't celebrate Christmas. Like
Mhm.
she had other traditions. But like it's fun to have these kind of like approaches. Like for me, having this approach to Hanukkah,
Mhm.
it's like you open your like no, like you know about more things. So I don't know. We also do like the Chinese New Year's. Like that's very
Lunar
fun
year.
when they
Yeah,
yeah,
Lunar New Year.
Lunar
when
New
they
Year.
do that. It's very fun.
That's one thing about Greer is I feel like you get such a like you learn so much about other
You get
religions and
exposed. Yeah.
yeah, you're very exposed to like all the different celebrations that different cultures do, and I think that's like
And the
it's really cool.
languages, like it's so cool the way like you speak one, but like you speak two,
Yeah.
and other people they speak like more than one or
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
Isla, she
Isla.
speaks like 5, and the other day she told me, I was like, what? Not like no way.
two. Yeah, and they're like, yeah, you don't know.
Guys, I tried to learn Spanish. It didn't go very well.
Oh, you know.
Roll the R's for me.
No. I will not be doing that. No, it's so cool to like see that people are like able to learn so many different languages, and I mean,
And it's like whatever for them. It's like,
yeah.
yeah, you don't know 5 languages? Oh, like you're
No,
you're
no, I
ashamed to
don't.
this world. Like,
Yeah. No, and it's interesting because like I mean, you guys like in Mexico, you guys learn English pretty young, right?
Since birth.
Kinda.
What
Like,
age?
It depends on where you live. Like I learned it. I don't know. Like since I was very little, but like I know Marcela. She's from Chihuahua. She didn't. So like it depends. Unlike Mexico City, you mostly do. In Cabo, you do because there's a lot of like American and Canadian people there. So like for the tourists, you need to speak English. So like it depends on where you live in Mexico. But yeah, like sometimes they ask me like, why do you speak English? And I'm like, girl, I've been in like a bilingual, trilingual school for my whole life. Like I don't
Yeah.
know why I speak English. I don't know.
Do you have like different dialects in Mexican as well? Like, is there a different way other people speak, and you can be like, oh, it's from she's from Chihuahua or she's from Spain.
We have accents. Like I don't know if you
Is
ever.
that the same thing? Dialect
No,
and
no.
accent?
Like accent is like Californians speak very
People-
different to like
people
New
from,
York.
Yeah.
So like states
Okay,
like that's, but
yeah.
it's the same, like the same English, just like a different tone or whatever.
Okay.
But there's like the Mayans and like very very old dialects, but like they're very not used. Like just little like groups of people in certain places, but like it's
Is the
not.
Spain Spanish and the Mexico Spanish the same thing?
Yeah, we use different words for kind of things, but it's the same. Like we can understand each other very well.
Yeah, I mean like here you can tell when somebody's from the south versus
Yeah.
the north. Like it's
Like
you
the people
can tell.
from Texas?
Yeah, like
can
somebody
tell.
from Texas, you can tell,
Yeah.
and then like especially New York, there's so many like New York accents that are like so different from like how we speak here. Here we're fake from the south where we talk like we are, but we're not.
I don't know about accents. in
I
the
don't know
US.
about the New York accent. Like I just think
Oh.
everybody talks the
After
same.
this, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
Yeah, but so like kind of circling back, do you guys like are you excited to come back to Greer like after a long break, or like excited to see friends, get back into the routine?
Okay, so the whole time during the break, I was like, oh my god, when am I gonna go back? Because I don't know, I just felt like I felt more home here than I was
Hmm.
there. Like the girls over here are actually like, if you
Yeah.
think about it, they're really homey. Oh, homey, is it a
Yeah.
word?
Yeah, homie. Yeah.
And then I had the thought that, oh my god, the girls are gonna be so mean. And then I came here and everybody's like, hi.
Yeah, they're so
And
chillax here. Like,
yeah, and
nobody
I
cares.
really thought that they would judge me for my accent or like how I speak. And then I was like, oh, it's
No.
perfectly
I was
fine.
gonna say everybody speaks different.
And-
Everybody has a different accent. Like,
Yeah.
Like, exactly now, we're doing like the musical. We're doing callbacks this week. And I got callback for El Gato, and he's like a Latino cat. And I've been working so hard to like perfect my English and like not sound Latino. But now I have to do it backwards and like sound Latino, and it's harder for me. Cause like, yeah, you come here and no one judges you for how you speak because like why? But then like you hear different people, and like I remember last year a friend came like mid-year and she didn't know English. She was like so scared for like people being mean or stuff, and then she was like, oh, like nobody really cares. Like,
there's so many different like levels of like. I mean, people from America, obviously, we speak English really well.
Yeah.
But then there's people like from everywhere that know English really well. There's people that kind of know English. There's people that come and barely know English. And I mean, everybody, I feel like when they leave here, like I can notice a difference. Like
Yeah.
from watching like videos and
Completely.
stuff from when they first came to
Yeah.
now, I'm like, whoa, your English got like real good.
yeah, and even me that I've been speaking for my whole life, like my parents, I don't see it as much because I hear myself every day, but my parents tell me like, Aranza, like now. Oh, and I did my Duolingo test for like college,
Yeah.
and I got a C2 or a C1, I don't know, but I was like, oh my god, like that, I've never got that.
Yeah.
So like you see a very big
Like
difference.
over time, it just gets better, and you don't even notice it. It's just like how you're talking with everybody. But it's also if you're like in an American set of group, like all the Mexican that are together and then they're not learning English. But then if you're in a class and they all are like jumbled up, like Asian people and then the Mexican and then the actual Americans, and then you put them in the group and they only have to speak like English because they cannot speak
That's
their
very
own
good, yeah.
language. So
It's because of us. A lot of us. We don't learn like other languages until freshman year.
Yeah.
When we get into freshman year, they're like, okay, time to pick a language. And I'm like, guys, like, no.
Yeah,
I
that was
can't
when you
do
were like
that.
5.
Yeah, I think if I would have started learning a language when I was younger, I would have
It's
been able
easier.
to. But because, I mean, your brain's a sponge when you're young. But like
Yeah.
by the time you're a freshman in
It's
high
too
school,
much.
it's like, guys, I have nothing else to, I have no room to absorb anything else. But, yeah,
What
it's
was the
definitely.
question?
What was the question?
We got so off topic.
Yeah,
oh, the win like if
we're excited to come back.
Oh,
How did we get back onto languages again?
oh, because she was like, girls feel so homey, and then
Yeah,
we
yeah.
started.
Because when I came back, it felt like I never went back home. Literally.
Yeah. I feel like everybody, I mean, at least for me, when everybody goes back home, I'm like, guys, come back.
Yeah, it's weird because. Oh, sorry.
You're
Oh,
good.
Okay. What I tell like the new girls like Fred and Cayetana, I told them like, what happens because they were like, no, I won't miss Grill. Like it's a good break. Like it's fine. And I was like, no, girl, like you will. Like believe me, because yes, you have friends back home. You do, and you have your family and stuff. But like your friends in your current lifetime and like that know you from your day by day, the person you are now, it's you guys. And like we don't see you for a month, and it's like, oh wait, like what? I've been seeing them for the past 4 months, and then suddenly I'm in another country.
I mean, and for me, like, especially like January, like during the break, because we get a really long break.
We do.
Which is so nice when you're visiting with family and all that and traveling. But it's definitely like by the end I'm like, guys, I want to go back. Like I miss people. I
Yeah.
miss like seeing my friends every day, and I don't know about you guys, but I spend most of my break on FaceTime.
Oh, I know. She spent her whole break on FaceTime with my sister. Like when I tell you the whole break, it's the
I
whole
know.
break.
I'm aware.
Yes. But I don't know, when you, at least me, like when I
She
left.
was traveling with you basically. Like she was
Yeah, she
everywhere
came
with you.
with you everywhere.
You came to Mexico. You came to Mexico, girl.
Everywhere.
Yeah, she did. But when I went to like Mexico, like the start of the break, I was like, yes, like I needed to be back. Like I miss my family, and also like I was excited to go back home. Like I don't know, but then it gets to a point. I also came a week back late. Like I came
Yeah, you guys took a while.
Yeah, we
Took a
we
while.
took a while, and like the last 2 weeks, like after New Year's, because there's so much like happening that you can't miss. Like there's no time for you to miss anything.
Yeah.
But then like after like January 4th, it's like, oh my god, then what
Yeah.
am I doing with like what? So I started missing there, and then I was like, I had 15 days left, and I was like, oh my god, and then we came back a week late, and I had like terrible FOMO this week because it's like I'm graduating, guys. I'm a senior, so I was like, oh my god, like I'm missing time, and then second semester, oh Miriam, believe me, it goes so fast.
I can
Like
notice
no,
it like already.
second semester goes so fast.
Nobody believes you when you say it, but like the
No.
first like 3 months are so like slow because you're starting to get in your routine.
Yeah.
The second that you get back from Christmas break, all of a sudden it's spring break. And then all of a sudden, oh my god, it's graduation. Like it goes so
That's
quickly.
so scary.
Yeah, like January and February go a little slow because there's
It's
not like
cold.
big things happening,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of snow and cold and rain and whatever. But then you go to spring break and then you come back and it's already May. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Like I
It's-
don't know. I just
And like when you come back from winter break, like it's almost like you get to see like your second family again. Like I personally, I love my family, don't get me wrong, but like when I come back, like it's so
it gets to a
it
point.
gets to a point where I'm like, guys, I want to go see my family again. Like I want to go see
Greer
my
family.
friends. I want to go see my Greer family because everybody here is so close,
Mhm.
and it's just the breaks are great,
but Greer becomes your home.
but
Yeah,
Greer
it
is your
does.
home. Like it's
Even though you're not a
crazy.
boarder, it's like so different. Like if I was a day student and I would be here, I would feel like I'm missing out so much because the real thing.
Go hear the other podcast.
Go hear the other podcast. No, our first episode was actually on that, but it's definitely if I could board, I would, but
Mm.
it's a lot to
I mean, your dad's literally a teacher. Like
yeah.
he would, you know.
It's
But the
I
real
would
fun
miss
happens
home.
at night.
I would miss home when I'm.
Oh, you do miss home.
I would miss home if I was staying here all the time, but it is like I do wish sometimes that I was a boarder. It would make life
A
little
5-day
easier
border,
some-
like
eh,
2
5
days home,
yeah.
5 days here.
It would be great, but no, I don't know. It's interesting. It's very go watch the other podcast. Like if you have not already, our first episode of season 2 was about day students versus boarders and the differences
It's literally
between
this
there.
topic. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, my bad. I won't mention
No,
it.
no, you're fine.
so we kind of touched on this, but how do you guys feel about the weather here, like in the winter?
Guys, I'm Mexican. I tried. Okay. So when I go back home on May, I'm like super white, like like ghostly white. And then I go back to Mexico, and I come back, and I'm like super tan, because of course, like Mexico, you know. And I live in the beach, so like, yeah. And then the months start passing, and October comes, and November comes, and there's no sun. And that makes me like, oh, okay, it's not cold yet.
We have sun in
No,
November.
you don't. No.
Not
Like,
maybe not the
the sun
Mexican
is-
It's
No,
the rainy
but-
sun. It's the bad sun.
Yes, the sun is there. The sun is there. It just, the vibe is not.
It's
my
just not
gosh.
sunny
Yes.
enough.
So like December, because when we leave for break, it's not as cold. Like the week after we leave, it starts
Yeah.
like super snowing. Like
That's
it's
what-
crazy.
One thing about like we're in central Pennsylvania, and I have lived here my entire life, so I've gotten used to the weather. And one thing is like August, September, half of October, it's warm, it's hot. Once you get to the second half of October, though, it starts to cool down.
But
November,
it's like good.
but it's like comfortable cold.
sweater season. It's
Mhm.
fine.
And December is so like hit or miss. Like it's either going to still be warm or it's going to be really cold.
Yeah, this winter was very weird.
This winter is weird, but it was pretty warm up until like
Yeah.
break, and then we get back in. Of course, we're literally like snowstorms every other day right
This
now.
was my first time seeing snow. By
Really?
the way. It
How was that?
It was, it was something. I did sledding yesterday with Isa, and I hit my tailbone, but I didn't realize it until like last night. I was like, "Ooh, the rushes, like adrenaline rushes."
adrenaline, yeah.
that. It's gone, and now it's hurting. Like my whole body's hurting. And I'm like, amazing, but I would do it again.
No.
Because the Greer, like the whole campus is so on the
It's
mountain.
so good for sledding.
It is
So good.
amazing.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna die, but I was like, it was so fun.
You
It
will
was
not
honestly
die
really fun.
from sledding on the Greer Hills. I promise you that.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's not that
Really?
But
bad.
That's crazy because like you go home and it's cold, but like it's fine. Like if you don't bring a jacket, you survive.
Yeah.
And then you come back and it's like, ooh, the flight got canceled because of a snowstorm. Like it's
Yeah.
like crazy. And then you come back and it's like, okay, the snow is fun, but for 4 days. And then February comes and the snow, you're over the snow. At least me, like I love Mexico. Like
You love the
weather.
weather. And
Oh
the-
my God. Oh
I'm
my
from
God.
Southeast Asia, and it's like the fall here is the winter I have in Pakistan.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Cabo
So-
is kind of the
Mhm.
same. Yeah.
So it's like really different for me to be in this cold weather, and I don't know if you guys use Celsius.
No.
You
Oh,
you
I
use-
do. I do.
Oh my
I thought,
God.
no, I thought you were talking about the energy drink. I'm sorry.
That's
No.
just the whoa.
So it said in the weather app that it was negative 12,
Yeah.
and it felt like negative 20 or something. And
Oh,
I was like,
tomorrow we're gonna be negative 20, girl.
oh
Bundle
my
up.
God.
And
I don't
for
know
the
how.
Americans listening, that would be like 2-ish degrees
Negative
Fahrenheit.
2, yeah.
Negative 2.
Ah, yes. Sorry.
That's so weird. Like I don't know how people do it.
It makes no sense. It
Even
makes
like
no
centimeter
sense.
and inches.
Yes. No. It's like,
No.
oh, and then miles.
Oh my
What?
God, kilometer and oh my God. And another one, the kg and gram.
Oh, kilograms.
Kilograms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Um,
guys weird.
Guys, I'm sorry. I grew up this way. I don't know any different.
But I don't know, like, cause 2, it's okay. Cause if you like translate it,
it's
it's not
10
the-
degrees Fahrenheit right
yes,
now.
but it's not the
It
same
doesn't look cold. Like if you say 10, it's not cold.
Yes, it is. 10 is cold.
for them.
Yeah.
But like, no.
actually,
If you say 10 degrees Fahrenheit, it doesn't translate to like an
Freezing.
exact number
Oh.
in Celsius. No, it doesn't. Like it kind of does, but when you have to do the conversion with like your brain, you don't have to multiply for like a round number. You have to multiply for like point something.
It's negative 12.222.
Yeah, why would it have negative? Why would it have a point 222?
Because we wanted to be special.
No, it's like chemistry. It doesn't make sense. I'm sorry,
Oh
guys. I'm
my
a singer. Okay, cut that out. That sounded so bad.
Oh my gosh. Guys, we keep getting very much off topic.
I know.
So what are you guys most excited for now that you're back and for this semester?
I'm so excited for the winter formal and all the dances. Ooh, Aranza's gonna dance.
Yes, it's prom,
Eh.
guys. Yeah, I'm graduating, but I don't want to think about that because, like,
She
no.
said it like 3 times. And she's like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
I'm
gonna
sorry,
think
you
about
guys.
it.
You have to know. But like, we do have dances here.
Mhm.
People
Yes,
think
we
we don't
do.
because there's no guys.
You know
but
what?
like,
I just joined hip hop. You saw me today.
yeah, girl, I
And
saw you.
it was so cool. Like,
Yeah.
I was okay, Issa tries trying to convince me to join dance again. I can't. Like, I physically cannot anymore.
It's fine. You're
It's
better.
so
You're
irritating.
better at volleyball.
Girl, you've never even seen me dance. What the heck is this?
No, it's not hate because I actually haven't seen you. But no, like, okay.
Okay, can we go
These-
deep again?
What?
Oh, deep. Oh.
Girl, what?
Can we go deep into the discussion of how many sports like Greer offers? Like,
No, because that doesn't
It'll
make.
probably be a different podcast.
Yeah.
true, but
We can hint at it, but
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, the dance thing is like prom. Okay, because you can invite a date, but like most
Nobody
of the people
really does.
don't because
Like-
nobody lives
I
here.
was gonna say.
So, like, there's this school called Kiski, and like boys, like 3 of them come, but like no, but it's actually I think it's like more fun to have to dance
I-
without guys
I
because like
honestly-
nobody's trying to look good for anybody. So
Yeah.
like we just dance like for everything, and like it's
We go
just such a
crazy.
good vibe. But then sometimes when there's boys, it's like, oh yeah, like shut up, like shut up, just have fun.
Honestly, I agree because okay, so I went to prom last year, even though I was a sophomore, because you can get invited if you were a sophomore. You obviously can go if you're a junior or senior. So I went to prom last year, and it was like so much fun because nobody cared. We're all friends. We're all
Yeah.
family. We all dress up. You know, we all look great, but nobody like is trying for anybody. You know, so it's just
Yeah, it's very
like
fun.
it's very casual. It's very fun, and but then like it's a different vibe like when you go to like a public school and there's like guys and girls, like everybody's like trying, you know, and nobody's like willing to embarrass themselves with embarrassing
no,
dances.
in Greer, embarrassment is not a word.
No.
Like in Greer, embarrassment is
it
not.
isn't.
Today we had the Martin Luther King thing. Like
Oh.
people came and gave like a presentation, and the dancers went with them. And
Continue.
sorry, the bell rang. But like we had the Martin Luther King thing, and like the dancers danced with these like presenters. Like embarrassment is.
It
not a
was
word
so
here.
funny. Like everybody like
it was great.
Like how do you say it? What do you say?
Like waving the
Yeah,
hand.
we
Waving
were
the
like
hands.
waving our arms,
And it was so, like-
dancing. We were singing along, like
I
it
feel
was
like
great.
the way the people bring out more energy,
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
it makes me more crazy. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm excited. Like, what I was excited about coming back is like having this again. Like,
yeah, the
Mhm.
environment, it's
yeah,
great.
and I'm excited for the music. Guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do, like who I am, but
Keep
I'm
an eye out
excited.
for the musical. It will be live streamed, so you guys should
Oh
definitely check
yeah,
it out.
yeah, and then
yeah.
can I do mic'd up? Because we have this thing called Greer TV, guys. Go check it
Yes,
out.
you should also go watch
and
Queer
we
TV.
go and we do mic'd ups, and we're gonna do a
We're
musical
definitely-
one.
We are doing a musical. I've
Slay,
already talked to
slay.
Hanlon about it.
Oh, now can I join the AV club?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, so there's so much on campus that I've just like I've missed it. Like I'm ready.
Yeah, me
I'm so
too.
happy to be back and
I'm excited.
yeah.
Stay in touch, guys. Stay in touch.
Yeah, that's all the time we have for today. But thank you guys for tuning in to the Greer Podcast. I'm Maya,
I'm Aranza.
And I'm Maryam.
and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to the Greer Podcast. Our podcast is recorded, edited, and written by the students of the Greer School AV Club. The opinions shared in this episode are those of the hosts and the guests and do not reflect the views of the school or any of its staff. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review.